Yeah, isn't that something else? So, electric chainsaw made by Ego. It's only really the second time I've used it, and logs are rolling away from me. And I love this thing. By the way, I'm not paid by Ego to say that. Yeah, I've had gas chainsaws my whole life. You know, the ones where you gotta mix the oil in the gas, and then yank the cord and yank the cord and yank the cord and yank the cord and yank the cord, and sometimes yank the cord some more. You know, and sometimes it still doesn't work. And then it belches out all that stinky smoke, and you're coughing and sputtering, and the chainsaw's coughing and sputtering. And then you might get your job done before you got to mix the oil and the gas together again and pour it back in the chainsaw. And by this time, the chainsaw's so hot that when you try to start it up again, you can't. Vapor lock, whatever you want to call it, it won't crank. And then you chuck the chainsaw off the hill and cuss a few, choice, colorful metaphors, and call it a day. Well, this one, it just works. It's electric. Battery, right? And it doesn't weigh anything. Look at that. Battery, you push a button here, it tells you how much power's in it. Boy, I used it yesterday to cut up a pretty big limb that fell. And then I used it to cut this tree, as you just saw, as well as what you didn't see on up the hill there. I cut a whole bunch of chunks out of it, and it still hasn't gone down beyond that point. I don't know how far this chainsaw is going to go. I mean, it's a tough little machine. No mixing oil, nothing. Plug the battery in. I don't think you saw it on that side, did you? Plug the battery in just like so. Ready to go, right? Notice the chain's a little bit loose. Well, tighten it up just like that. Look at that. Isn't that something? So cool. So much better than having to drag out the wrenches. And then to start it, you just squeeze the trigger. Oh, and by the way, if it's dark, it's got a headlight. Is that cool or what? So, yeah, headlights, electric, sharp chain, adjusting with just turning a little knob, plug it in and charge it. Oh, by the way, did I mention you can charge this on solar power or hydroelectric, biomass, biodiesel, a whole bunch of gerbils running on a generator wheel, whatever. Oh, and oil? Yeah, it does take oil. You know what I pour in there though? I don't pour any petroleum product from the Middle East or whatever in there that had to be refined at the big cost of war, possibly even promoting terrorism, and then shipped across the world in a tanker ship, and then refined again possibly, and then put in a container, and then shipped in another truck to the destination. No, I use canola oil. I mean, you can use other bio oils, but canola oil works fine, and I can cook with it too. So why not buy yourself an electric chainsaw? I haven't used a gas-powered yard implement tool, whatever you want to call it, in about 6 years. And for that matter, I only have one gas-powered vehicle left in my house. My car is electric, as you probably know by now. And one of these days, we'll get rid of our only remaining gas-powered anything in this house, and we will be fully electric, and we can produce our own power from solar panels and charge the vehicles here at home, not have to worry about paying an arm and a leg for fuel when we make our own here on our rooftops. That's pretty darn cool. So think about it. That's the way to go. And another really cool thing about this is this log I just cut up. it was from a tree growing right here beside my house. So I can burn this wood in my fireplace, generate heat from wood harvested on my own land. And that's self-sufficiency right there. So making your own fuel from, say, solar panels or a micro hydro station on your own property, cow poop, chicken poop, pig poop, whatever you want to use to make your fuel, and then harvesting wood from your property and biomass to heat your house or cook on the stove with, whatever. You know, yeah, that's self-sufficiency, and that is a good thing to know how to do. So get yourself an Ego chainsaw or a hatchet, you know, whatever works. Now I got to fix this fence that the tree took out. This fence was taken out by the tree when it fell, and the fence is here because we have mongrel dogs that come from the neighboring properties, and they run on our property, crap on our porch. You know, how rude can you be? This is not your land. Come over here and leave your filthy, steaming excrement on our porch. And also, they chase our cats and our dog. So I decided, well, I could go knock on the door of the neighbors, but who the heck are those people? I don't know. And they blow a lot of stuff up, so I really don't think I want to confront them about it. So I'll shock their dog with 7,000 volts. It works, you know. The dogs won't come back, but the fence has to be working for that to happen, so I think I'm going to fix it now. Let's just try that. All right, the fence is fixed, but while I was down there working on the fence, I found this. This is really cool. Some really cool shelf fungus. Check that out. I'm really not sure what species that is, but iNaturalist might help me decide. And then below that, though, I know what that one is. Look at that. That is reishi. Reishi is an ancient medicinal mushroom that has been used by cultures all over the world, probably beginning in ancient China, for all kinds of healing benefits. But there's one growing on my own property. That is just really cool. First one I've seen here. Very, very beautiful. Look at that.